welcome to Daily Dictation. This week we are going to be looking at the topic describing your home, and this is an interactive video to help you practice your English skills. For this video, you will listen to 5 sentences and write them down to the best of your ability to practice your listening and writing skills. After that, we will go through what each sentence would properly look like with no errors, and then I will explain the grammar and spelling tips after that. Let's get started. This is a skill that is best developed and maintained if it's practiced every day. So there's new sentences each weekday, new topics each week, and 2 English levels offered. Instructions. You will need a blank piece of paper and a pencil. 5 sentences will be read. Each sentence will be read 3 times and 1 more time at the end. You have to write down each sentence exactly as you hear it, and you will use your listening skills to do that. Try your best to apply the correct spelling, punctuation, and capitalization with each sentence. You will see numbers 1 to 5. Each number represents a different sentence that will be read. We'll start with sentence number 1. Number 1. The kitchen in my apartment is very bright and cozy. The kitchen in my apartment is very bright and cozy. The kitchen in my apartment is very bright and cozy. Number 2. Our neighbors have a lovely garden with lots of vegetables. Our neighbors have a lovely garden with lots of vegetables. Our neighbors have a lovely garden with lots of vegetables. Number 3. We bought new furniture for the living room to make it better. We bought new furniture for the living room to make it better. We bought new furniture for the living room to make it better. Number 4. The yard is perfect for playing, and the house has plenty of space. The yard is perfect for playing, and the house has plenty of space. The yard is perfect for playing, and the house has plenty of space. Number 5. A new appliance in the kitchen helps us cook dinner quickly. A new appliance in the kitchen helps us cook dinner quickly. A new appliance in the kitchen helps us cook dinner quickly. Now I will read each sentence one more time, starting with sentence number 1. The kitchen in my apartment is very bright and cozy. Number 2. Our neighbors have a lovely garden with lots of vegetables. Number 3. We bought new furniture for the living room to make it better. Number 4. The yard is perfect for playing, and the house has plenty of space. Number 5. A new appliance in the kitchen helps us cook dinner quickly. All right, that is all of our sentences for today. I'm sure everybody did a wonderful job. Let's get ready to check our answers. If you found that this video is a little bit fast, you can listen again. You can just adjust the playback speed in the settings of the video. If you want to listen to specific sentences again, check the description for timestamps, and this will help you listen to specific sentence numbers. So let's go through each sentence, starting with number 1. The kitchen in my apartment is very bright and cozy. So here, our main subject is the kitchen, but we are using a preposition to add more context. And so this preposition is doing the job of giving us more information about this noun and this noun. So it's relating these two nouns. Then we have our verb, be, singular, because there's not many kitchens, there's only one. And then we have an adverb, very, and then an adjective, bright, and another adjective, cozy. If you are more familiar with spelling in different regions, you might sometimes see cozy spelled with an S. That is correct too. In my region, we spell it with a Z. For sentence number 2, our neighbors have a lovely garden with lots of vegetables. Our neighbors is a subject, and it's plural, so we're using have as the form of the verb. A lovely garden, this is the object of the sentence. Garden is the noun, but it is described by the word lovely, which is an adjective. And then we're going to provide more information about this garden. We're going to say that it has a lot of vegetables. So we're going to use the preposition with to relate this noun and this noun. So we can see that prepositions are there to show relationships between nouns. So all of the words should be okay. Neighbors is a little bit hard, so you might want to split it up. Neigh is one part, and bours, bours, is another part. If you're more familiar with American spelling, you might have spelt it without the U. That is correct as well. In my region, we choose to spell it with the U. I'm in Canada, so we use Canadian spelling. But American spelling does not use the U in some words that Canadian spelling uses the U for. Vegetables could be a hard word as well. You'll see the word veg as a short form. So if you want to remember, you can split it up with tables. Tables as in furniture table, spelt the same here. And so that's how I used to always remember it, isolating this E. For me personally, when I was a child and trying to spell this word, I'd always do the short form because I'd have a hard time getting this middle letter. I always wanted to put I because that's how it kind of sounds. So if you isolate it, then you'll remember that there's an E there. So that's why I prefer to split it up into these 3 parts. Number 3, we bought new furniture for the living room to make it better. So for this, our subject is we. Bought is the verb. It's an irregular verb, so the spelling is a little bit tricky. When I spell this word or a lot of irregular verbs, I tend to say each letter as in spelling, or you can split it up as bought and then remind yourself as GHT, because it also sounds phonetically like bot, as in the short form for robot. So I always try to remind myself GHT by saying it individually so I don't forget any of that part. New furniture. Furniture will never have an S on it, even if you're talking about many items. And furniture is the best way to split that up to remember the letter order and spell it correctly. Remind yourself that living room is 2 words, not 1 word. And then we have the infinitive to make. There we go. And again, new furniture is the object of our sentence, but we are adding more context by using a preposition, and we are relating this noun, living room, to this noun. And then we've added an infinitive on top of that to explain even more why we have bought new furniture. Number 4, the yard is perfect for playing and the house has plenty of space. This has two independent clauses. Now, usually for two independent clauses with a coordinating conjunction in the middle, that coordinating conjunction in this case is and, we would put a comma after the coordinating conjunction. So I do have one here. However, we have a lot of words that have a coordinating conjunction and a comma that we must use a comma for. So, but, or, so, yet, for, those are all coordinating conjunctions as well, where if we had those in a sentence dividing two independent clauses, we would have to put a comma. But and is kind of special and some people prefer not to. So actually, if you didn't put a comma, you are still correct. This is just a choice to add more clarity, so I like to add it. And if you want to add more clarity, you can add it as well. But if you didn't put it, you're correct as well. This rule is quite tricky. Other than that, hopefully the spelling is okay. Plenty means more than enough. Finally, number 5, a new appliance in the kitchen helps us cook dinner quickly. So a new appliance in the kitchen. A new appliance, this is really the subject. However, we are given more information in the kitchen. So appliance is singular. So that's why we're adding the third person singular rule. And we're using the preposition in to show the relationship between kitchen and appliance. Us is the object of the sentence. And then helps us, now we have more information. It helps us do what? Then we've added cook dinner quickly. So helps us cook dinner you could put, but we've even added an adverb, and the adverb is a modifying cook. So it modifies cook by using this word to tell us exactly how cooking is being done. It's being done quickly. So this adverb is modifying this verb here. And that's why we're adding the ly, making it an adverb. It would be incorrect to just use the adjective form quick. Even though you hear some Canadian speakers use this, the grammar is actually not correct. So that is a breakdown of some of the grammar. You can see here that the bold words are the key vocabulary words that you've been learning: kitchen, apartment, neighbors, garden, and so on. I'm going to show you a better list of those words. So here are some key vocabulary words to review: house, comfortable; neighbors, appliance; apartment, garden; room, kitchen; yard, furniture. So all of these words are really quite useful, quite important, especially if you're going to be doing a proficiency exam, because an exam like IELTS or TOEFL explores this topic in some of the different areas. So it's good to know how to use the words when you're speaking, use them in your own sentences when you're writing, know how to spell them, know the different word forms, and know their definitions. So keep on practicing that and do the best that you can. Besides that, we are all finished for today. Thank you so much for watching. Keep practicing your English and do the best you can. I'll see you next time. Bye.